Hi, I'm Fiona Lachlan, and I'm going to teach you how to practice total immersion in your endless pool. First thing, just to show you how to use the pool, you've got your on-off switch here. So we can turn it on, that starts the current. You can adjust the current. So when you're starting out doing the basic balance drills and the preliminary drills, you can turn the current way down. And swim pretty easily, and then as you progress to the multiple switching drills and to swimming, you can turn it up, and then as you want to swim faster. Hi, I'm Fiona Lachlan, and we are at the Total Immersion Swim Studio in New Paltz, New York, and I'm going to show you how to practice total immersion in an endless pool. Okay, that'll be one segment. Okay, so first, to just kind of get acclimated with the pool, I'll show you how to turn the pool on. You've got this little on-off button right here. So that starts the current. And you can turn it down if you're doing some of the more basic drills like back balance or sweet spot. And then you can turn it up as you start to get into some of the more advanced drills, the switching and swimming. Okay. So
that's good.
Okay, so you turn on the pool with this little on-off button right here. And you use the blue knob to adjust the speed of the current. And the current comes out right here. And so what you want to do is you want to try to stay centered right in front of the current, because if you get too far off to the side, you'll kind of get pushed to the side. So there's a mirror on the bottom, you can see that, and there's also one in the front. And so you can use the mirror to kind of keep yourself centered, which is swimming right in the center of the mirror so that you know you're in the middle of the current. Okay, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit, swim a few strokes, and I'll use the mirror to stay right in the center. Okay, and then when you're done, just turn it off, or if you want to swim faster, turn it up. So in swimming, one of the most important things is relaxation. The more relaxed you are, the easier it is to do all the exercises. So before you do anything else, it's helpful to just get in and do some basic breathing exercises. So one of the things you can practice is taking a deep breath, and then in order to learn breath control, practice putting your face in and doing a really long, drawn-out exhale. See how long you can draw out your exhale. Okay. Okay, so you don't have to do it for that long. Maybe you can do it for longer. But the more you practice it, you just want to practice how long you can draw out that exhale. That way, when you do start putting your face into the water, you'll feel more relaxed. You won't be in a rush to get back up to the air right away. Okay. So do it first just with your face in the water, and then try doing it by bobbing your entire body under the surface. And as you are exhaling, just completely relax your body. Feel wherever you're holding any tension in your body, usually in your neck or in your shoulders or in your back is where we hold tension, sometimes in our face as well. So as you're exhaling, just be aware of where you're holding your tension and just feel it melt and let yourself relax into the water, and you can kind of just let yourself bob around as you're exhaling. Okay, I'm starting to roll over. Okay, I'm going to start that again. Not the whole explanation.
Okay.
There are also benches all around the inside of the pool, so you can also just sit on the bench to start. Just relax on the bench and just put your face in.
Why don't you say that over there?
there are benches all along the inside perimeter of the pool, so you can also use the bench. So there's a bench that goes all around the inside perimeter of the pool. You can sit on the bench and relax. But what we're going to use it for now is another breathing exercise. So rather than just bobbing our face into the water, we're going to put our hands on the bench here and stretch your body out. So you're going to kind of stretch your legs straight out behind you. And then just kind of have my fingertips resting on the top of the bench. And from here, I'm going to lower my face down and do the same long exhale. And as I do that, as I bring the top of my head down, my hips and my legs will start to float up off of the bottom just a little bit. Okay. Okay, you're back. Good. Did you get my legs really? Alright, so as you do that, you'll feel what happens is that your feet float off the bottom, and you also feel like your hands start to become light and your hands float off the bottom. So you can go ahead and stretch your body out and add just a little bit of a light, gentle kick so that your feet come a little bit closer to the surface. And I'm also going to stretch my arms out so that my hands come close to the surface. Okay, so that I'm sort of going to be like in a Superman position. The way that you stand up from that position is once you're stretched out and you've got your head down, all you need to do to stand up is bring both of your knees in towards your belly, and that will kind of swivel you upwards, and then from there you stand straight up. So I'm going to do that again. Let's see if you can get a close-up with my knees coming up. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is back balance, which is basically just kicking on your back, your arms at your sides. But before I show you that, it's important to practice the way that you're going to breathe when you're in back balance, because even though your face is going to be out of the water, we're going to be laying our heads back, and you might get just a little bit of water going over your face. And it's really important that you learn how to just kind of deal with the fact that you might get some water over your face and just blow out through your nose and not lift your head, because the most common fear that people have when they're in back balance is getting water up their nose. So what you should practice first is putting your face up so that your nose is pointing straight up the way it will be when you're on your back, and just practice dunking your head under and blowing out through your nose, just so that you get used to how to exhale when you get water on your face. Okay, so now when we go into back balance, if you get any water over your face, you're just going to blow out through your nose.
Try that one more time, just I want to get a close-up of it.
Okay, so I'm going to point my nose straight up, dunk my head under, and I'm going to blow strong out through my nose so I don't get any water up my nose. Now we're going to go into the back balance. And the best way to start is come to the back of the pool, and you can sit up on the little bench here. Okay. And from here, you're going to lay your head back and you can walk your feet up so that your feet are going to be right near the surface. So your toes are right near the surface. And I'm going to lay my head back, and I'm just going to gently